Okay, it's 2:30 in the morning. I shouldn't be doing this right now. And this is probably like my first video that I haven't since like my last video, which was like a couple of weeks ago. I haven't been doing them for a while, but when you made a video a while ago about YouTube issues, and I wanted to reply to that because I had a bunch of YouTube issues. And then I saw, that's when I kind of had a falling out and got busy with school, university, and I had no time to do anything at all. Even when I came home, I was like passed out on the bed or something. But then I saw your video earlier today when I was at school, university. On my laptop, I was watching it. And I liked your idea because I always thought of YouTube itself as an evolution of like a message board or a forum, and I always thought, like I thought your idea was it was good. It was like, have moderators, elect moderators or somebody to kind of make things a little more personal. I never knew about the forums myself, so hearing about the forums from this video, it's news to me because I didn't even know about that. Which maybe that's another problem. Maybe they should make that more available to people. Maybe not available, but make it more widely known. Because of course, there's a couple of us that didn't even know that existed. And I've always hated the whole problem of sending a problem to them and then getting the stupid fact thing. It just makes you to a point where you just don't even ask, or you don't even do anything, you just deal with it. As for your comment about Stick'em versus YouTube, I agree completely. There's pros and cons. Like, in a way, I kind of like the idea of video, because sometimes you have people who want to argue with you. And sometimes it's easier to get your point across right away without just that blocking. But at the same time, you're right. Somebody else can get whatever they want out of your video. I made a video about Moorbeck a while ago. Just my thoughts, because he put something up and, I just, all of a sudden something came in my head and I was a little annoyed, so I put up a video. And all of a sudden people were like, you're jealous, you want to become famous, oh well, this is how you become a celebrity on YouTube. And I'm like, I really don't care how you become a celebrity. I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. And the thing is, when you have haters or people who just see a different view as you, sometimes instead of being adult and kind of comparing your views, instead they just attack your view. They don't want to hear it, and they're just going to keep attacking it. Regardless if you're on Stick'em or YouTube or whatever, you're always going to have people like that, and you're still going to have people go on Stick'em, and they're not going to listen to you, and they're not going to want to listen to you no matter what you have to say. As for Paul Robinette, I never spoke to him, so I can't personally say I know how he is or not. I know that he was part of the reason why I wanted to start doing video blogs. I started watching him. I liked the Renetto character, and there was a couple of blogs that he did that I liked the way he said. Of course, there were times when he was making fun of people that I was just kind of like, alright, that's a little immature, that's annoying. But a lot of things I liked the way he said. I never spoke to him personally, so I can't really say how I know him. I know how he is or not. As for you wanting to be quote-unquote popular, I never seen it. I've quoted to a couple of your videos. You've always, most of the time, you've always replied back to me. And you never seem kind of like to put off this, I'm so, like you mentioned that, because you do have a good amount of subscribers. Hey, you got Paul Robinette coming into your chat room. You do have more viewership than I would. Definitely a lot more than I would. But you're always going to have haters. You're always going to have people who are just not going to see the full picture. They're going to say, well, you want to be popular, and you're kissing up to Paul, and you're doing this and that, and they're not going to want to see the whole thing. So, I mean, about what to do to deter that, to get rid of that, I mean, I don't think there's anything you could do. You're always going to have those people. They're always going to be idiots that just don't want to see the full picture. And there's just nothing you can do, you know? But again, as for your idea with the election, I like it. I personally like it. I didn't know about the forum. But I still believe that there is this big line between us and those who are running YouTube, because, well, I mean, they do fix a lot of things that people have complained about, but only usually when a lot of people complain about it. And it would be a lot easier if we had some medium between us, because, I mean, there's so many things, like, there's some just little knickknacks here and there. You know, it's not even just like the bigger problems, just little tiny technical problems that you can't even get any solving, because it's not the generic type of problems that are in the facts. Because I check facts too, and a lot of times I check there and it does not have what I'm talking about. You know, it's just very generic kind of basic things, and sometimes you need more specific questions or more specific solutions. And maybe if they had a medium, maybe if they had more available present type of moderators, it would help, or present people to go to, or you know, one thing I think they should have is maybe a Stick'em type I can't talk tonight. A Stick'em type chat within YouTube. You know, I always thought that'd be great. Even if it's not video, like just a chat to just go and say your technical problems or whatever. You know, I'd like to know about this forum, because I think I'm an idiot because I've never seen the forum. But yeah, that was my thought on it. You're always gonna have idiots. Ignore them. I mean, that's the best advice I can say. Just, you know, there's no way to get them to believe you. No way to get them to even see anything your way. Stick 'em, YouTube. It doesn't matter. Instant messenger, video, no matter what. You're always going to have the idiots that don't listen to you. And, that's it. And thank you for the recipe. I'll have to try it out. Goodbye.